This video clip is from mathsdvds.co.uk and mathstutor.biz, and it's on this foundation paper for GCSE, foundation paper 1A, which is a non-calculator paper, and we're going to be looking at question number 21. Oh, it's not 21, that's 21 up there. Might as well point the right question. We're going to be looking at this question 21. However, if you want to look at this question that I did point at, or any of the others, then you need to buy your own copy of this exam paper along with the instructional DVD where I go through all the questions in detail, giving you the marking schemes as well. And you can obtain the DVD and the marking paper, the DVD and the practice paper from mathsdvds.co.uk or mathstutor.biz. Let's have a look at this question 21. GCSE Foundation Practice Paper from mathstutor.biz and mathsdvds.co.uk, Paper 1A, question 21. The diagram is a sketch of the line 4y minus x equals 12. So we're told that this is a sketch of the graph of that equation. It crosses the axes at P and Q. Find the coordinates of P and Q. So let's look at P first. At P, the x coordinate P is definitely 0. So if we substitute x equals 0 into there, we'll get 4y minus 0 equals 12. In other words, 4y equals 12. Therefore, y itself is 3. Therefore, the coordinate of P is x is 0, y is 3. Now at Q, it is the y coordinates at 0. So if I put y equals 0 in there, I get that 0 minus x equals 12. So if minus x equals 12, then x itself must be minus 12. So the coordinate Q is the x coordinate followed by the y coordinate. So let's mark that. We've got 2 marks, 1 for each of those coordinates, and 2 marks, 1 for each of those coordinates. Question 21's got a part B, so here's our diagram again. It says make y the subject of this equation. So B part 1, make y the subject. In other words, make it read y equals. So first I'll add x to both sides. If I add x to the left hand side, then the minus x and the plus x will cancel. I'll be left with 4y. And I add x to the other side. So that's adding x to both sides. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. If I divide this side by 4, I'll get 1y equals, and if I divide that side by 4, that's the correct answer. But I can write this different ways. I could write it as 4y equals x plus 12, put it around the other way, and when I divide by 4, instead of putting that over 4, I could put the x over 4, or write it as a quarter x, and put the 12 over 4, which will cancel to 3. So for part 1, either of these is the correct answer, both perfectly equally acceptable. And there will be 2 marks for either of those answers. Now part 2 depends upon your knowledge of something called the general equation of a straight line, because it says write down the gradient. And this is called the general equation of a straight line, where that is the gradient. So if we take the equation like this, then we can immediately write down what the gradient is. And that's what it means by write down. It's implying there's no working out to do. And that is also worth 2 marks.